lot of people that have field practice experience. So they try things and they don't understand the logic behind, but they see it works, and so they create methods around these kind of things. But that's nothing about neuroscience. And so that's one of my fight, because I'm passionate about neuroscience, and also I'm a Muslim, and I don't want to use any fancy, weird kind of methods. So one of my fights is to try to ground my therapy on neuroscience, on observable empirical facts. So I can make sure that what I provide for Muslims is something that is healthy, objectively correct, inshallah ta'ala. So that's one of the reasons I neglected identity work for such a long time, because I couldn't find a biological basis, and I don't like to use things that I can ground on objective science. And so I found it a bit abstract, and so neglected it. And alhamdulillah, I could get many changes without working on identity in itself. But of course, it's a shame, because you have proof, a clinical proof, that this is working. It was just too shady for me, too weird to use. So I just neglected it. And subhanAllah, like I told you, one of my fights is to reconcile neuroscience with clinical practice and therapy, which is very hard, by the way, because like most neuroscientists are very bad in clinical practice. They are, if you look for clinical advice among neuroscientists, a lot of time you get some very bad advice and very non-practical advice, and they just don't get it. And same thing for clinicians. A lot of some clinicians, they are very bad in neuroscience. They maybe know that you have a part of the brain that is known the limbic system, that process some sort of emotion, and that the prefrontal cortex is about decision and analysis. Yeah, this kind of basic neuroscience stuff, they may know it, but the truth is, if you really try to test them on their neuroscience understanding, they're very bad and they don't get it. And so there's a fight here to reconcile neuroscience and clinical practice.